Welcome to game number 2, everybody. My name is MrLlama, and I am here with Quantic Laughing Man, now Clarity's Laughing Man, and we are going to be casting game 2. I just said welcome to game 2, but game 2 of the AHGL. So far, we have EA up 1-0 after that great win by Miva. And so game number 2, this is of course Pro League style. Game number 2 is going to be between Blue Dragon, who has spawned up in the top right-hand corner. He is going to be playing for Team Intel. And he is going up against Synth, the blue Protoss spawning down in the bottom left-hand corner. And he is playing for Team EA, who, of course, as I said before, does have a lead right now, 1-0. This is a best of 5. So I'm excited to see if if Intel can come back and tie it up 1-1, or if EA can put themselves in a winning position.
I think something that's really kind of cool right now is, like, I mean, we still see the Forge Fast expanding use for a Photos player. That's so cool, because I know that's such a popular style, and I'm kind of glad it's not kind of, because I know that at LG IMC, if you guys are watching play Heart of the Storm, his win record is like, I think like 110 or something ridiculous. He can actually gate expand and Forge Fast expand, so you're not locked into that. I know you'd say like 2 to 3 minutes of, yep, this is my build, and everyone's like, oh, it's a PvZ for the first 5 minutes, and everyone can kind of just, you know, go have a break, do whatever they want, you know, go have a shower for 5 minutes. They're kind of okay, but then you can even gate expand, and that's going to shock the Zerg, and like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, you know, and that's probably the best thing about it. But you know, guys, there's actually been a couple of things that actually have changed as well. Now, if you guys haven't really been kind of keeping up to date, and whoa, we have a hatch first.
Hatch first, yes we do.
Be ballsy, man. But anyway, like the vortex got removed from the game, so that's pretty big. That obviously means no more Archon toilets, but that also means that they're gonna have to use something else, like other than mothership. So obviously you still got the you know, the cloak, all that kind of stuff, but we probably have to be more reliant on air toss. And we have the hatch block going on.
We have 3 hatch before pool actually going down right here. And now the pool finally going to go down. But yeah, he's getting the hatch block down as well. Of course, this is forcing 2 cannons out of Synth. If you just have 1 cannon, it will not be enough. 2, though, will be enough to go ahead and deny this before a queen can get out or anything like that, which can be very annoying. So a lot of damage can be done. But a pylon also going down in the back of the base here for Synth.
Oh my god.
And he's going to go ahead and start cannon rushing as well. But he is cannon rushing within vision. So this is going to be seen, and drones will be pooled and should be able to deny these cannons. And the cannons as well over here at the natural of Synth are just working down the hatchery for Blue Dragon.
Yeah, I think really what he could have done, he could have put a cannon outside of vision, then maybe walled in with a couple of pylons until it finishes, and then he would have been okay. But unfortunately, he's trying to do a JYP on Pro League. That would have been sick if he actually kind of did pull that off though. And unfortunately, Pro does fall in the natural expansion. Right now, you got a pylon just kind of sitting there. And yeah, it looks like Synth is in, I don't know, who do you think's ahead at this point? I think they're kind of even.
I would say that Blue Dragon is ahead, for sure. And the reason is because, yes, he invested in that hatch, but then he canceled that hatch. I'm pretty sure
he actually canceled it? I didn't see.
Yes, he did cancel
the hatch. Yeah, he's definitely ahead.
So the hatch block got canceled. Now he can just take his 3rd base. And his natural is already completely finished. He's taken his 3rd base, and Synth Nexus is only halfway done at this time. Additionally, I had to build 2 cannons. I mean, I just don't see how you could look at this game and not see. And I mean, look at the probe count, or just the work count. 23. Oh, a little bit of lag here.
225 right now.
25, 26. I mean, the Zerg is already ahead. At this point, generally, you would have the Protoss player ahead in workers. So, I mean, definitely, I feel like we see Blue Dragon in a great position right here.
Yep, and right now, do you have any units on the map for Blue Dragon? I don't think there is, and I like this little scout here. As you can see, he's going to make sure he can't wall in right here with the cannons. There's that incredibly frustrating spot right above the 3rd base.
Yes.
Oh, he does actually see, so he does see the probe right there, and he will go eat that for lunch.
So that is a great scout. I mean, just really good map awareness right there. Just saying, you know, there's probably going to be a probe somewhere over here, so I'm going to go ahead and scout around just to check for this, and Blue Dragon will completely see it right there. Just heads over, follows the probe, and now the probe can't set up a proxy pylon for any quick aggression.
Looks like Synth is actually the tech of choice is going Stargate. So
Right.
Stargate, I has been, just an awe of controversy these days. It's just people have been going, nerf this, it's so strong. Like I saw a couple streams where Tempest, Archon, Oracle, High Templar, and just it looks incredibly frustrating to kind of deal with. And we do have Oracle coming out as well, but like it's just it seems so strong. And going Oracle, like I've seen Queens die in like couple seconds, everything being
Uh-huh.
decimated within I think about 3 or 4 oracles, and you just go for it, and it's kind of hard to stop, man. As Mothership Core is coming out also.
Yeah, so he's going to get his mothership core. He's going to get the oracles out. And the oracles actually did just get a change as well. They received Envision, which allows the oracle to detect cloaked, burrowed, hallucinated units for 30 seconds. I think they had this originally and then changed it to the mothership core and then changed it back, I think. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, and the
Um,
Mothership Core now can cast Time Warp. It actually got removed
right, right.
from the Oracle because let's be honest here, that was way too strong. Every like
It
if you were
was
a
really
Terran
good.
or a Zerg, you just like, oh hey, I'm moving my army, and then bam, it just got destroyed. And there we go. We do have the Oracle. Whoa, like two-shotting workers that does
Yeah.
so much damage.
So the pulsar beam is extremely, extremely good. Already 6, 7 kills, 8 kills. It kills faster than Banshees, like a lot faster. It is, of course, a weaker unit, and it will go down here actually from a little bit of miss micro right there by our player Synth. But I have seen people mass up like 3 or 4 oracles really quickly, and then they just send them over to a drone line and press pulsar beam, and literally 2, 3 seconds, every drone is dead. Like if you do not have a spore crawler there, you will lose all of your drones immediately. It is a very strong ability.
We do have Hydrostone coming out, which I love that choice. Definitely in this matchup, they're a lot more viable. They're not just like, oh, you're doing this. But it's
Right.
just, the cool thing is, it's actually going to make scouting so much more important for the Zerg. Like, it's still important in Wings, of course, but in Harvest Storm, think about it. Like, you can still do a 7 gate, you can still do an 8 gate. Like, you can still do
Yep.
maybe even a Mortal Sentry. I got even told that the Mothership Core with that's even stronger. So, like,
Oh
imagine
man.
when you can, start adding in 4 oracles without being seen, and then bam, like you're pretty much just gonna die. Like I just think that's really cool, and like it's gonna make Zerg players and everyone a lot more kind of tuned in.
Yeah. And speaking of a 7 gate, look at this. We actually do have 7 gates right now on the field for Synth. He additionally has Charge on the way and a Templar Archives. So it looks like maybe a Charge Lot Archon sort of composition with Void Rays overhead, possibly?
That's because I
At
know
least
Void
one.
Rays do now have that prismatic alignment that does
Oh, that's
6
right.
plus armored damage to units for 20 seconds, and they wreck everything when this happens. And this is gonna crush really any bio-based army. I really feel so. Like I would say like roaches. I mean, actually, he hasn't got a robo, does he? He doesn't.
He does not have a robot. So no Colossus tech will be out, which of course I feel is the biggest killer. And actually, yes, the High Templar, if he's getting Storm, he is getting Storm. So High Templar versus Hydra, of course, could be great. But a Charge Lot Archon, the best counter is actually Hydralisk, which is funny because most people would be like, no, they're not. Like, they get wrecked by that. But I have talked to many Grandmaster Protoss players, and they have told me on multiple occasions that the best counter is surprisingly a Hydralisk. It trades most efficiently versus a Charizard Archon army, actually.
Yep, and Synth does use the free hallucination, and he does see absolutely everything. He's like, yes. He missed the infestation pit though. That could be his downfall. And holy early hive. Whoa. So
Wow.
I think, do you think he might be rushing to broods, or I mean, he did get a lot of hydras out, but yeah.
I'm not sure exactly. He could be rushing to Vipers, thinking that there might be Colossus out. And of course, with the Vipers, which don't require any additional tech, just that Hive, and I think Aspire, right?
Yeah,
Let me look. Requirements Hive. I don't even know if they require Aspire. They do not.
we do have the
They're simply a
muscular.
Hive type unit.
I can't even
Wow.
say that muscular augments.
Muscular Augments.
That's it. Man, like, I'm just glad they're like, kind of like, I'm just glad they're adding these names in, because like, I swear, sometimes they're like, enduring locusts, it just sounds pretty cool. And the creature is actually not too bad as well.
No, I mean, he's doing really well with that.
Blue Dragon, man, like, he's putting it, and there we go, we do have the 4th base coming up. I would love to see a double expand right here, especially on this map, because you have to have the Protoss swings to the left and takes out your techs at your 4th base and you go, yeah, it's okay, and then you go straight to your 5th, and then they have to swing by and go all the way over there. So you can kind of just kind of ring them around the rosy
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I
But yeah,
definitely, I definitely agree with that thought. And I think this 4th base is even here a little bit late by Blue Dragon. But even still, I mean, he's not getting pressured. It's not like Synth has this massive army that he can go charge over there with at this time. I feel like this army is not quite where it needs to be yet to fight against the army of Blue Dragon, or what he can mass up very quickly, as you can look at the bank. But I mean, Hive Tech is out, and I feel a little scared right now as to what he's going to do with his Hive. If he gets some Vipers out, wouldn't be... I suppose he could pull the Archons if he wanted, or the High Templar maybe. There could be some fun trickery there, but it looks like Synth now with a massive Zealous can push out.
I just realized something. Look at the bank for
Yeah.
Blue Dragon. Like, he's putting 2k 1.6. That is definitely not... I'm not sure if he hasn't been hitting his injects or what, but oh my god, that is actually not... I mean, I would chuck down like 3-4 hatcheries down right now just to kind of get the lava. And there we go, 25 roaches in production. Oh my god.
Yeah, he just burned through all of that. He just realized, oh, wait a second. I have 50 supply yet to be made at this point, and there's an attack coming down. Storm's going down. Nice shots right there, and a lot of damage being done by all of these High Templar. Oh my goodness.
So much damage right here. Even on the eggs, that's perfect. It's going to stop a lot of this production. But here we go. We do have Miva running in. Miva living the game as well. Blue Dragon just kind of... Wow, it's just like a stormy day today. And
Synth not going to be able to actually break in here, it doesn't look like. With all of the roach reinforcements, the 25 roaches that were provided right there, and they have the 2-1 upgrade at this time versus just the 1-0 upgrade. And it looks like he can actually probably push that back if he wants to. I mean, there are some Chargelots and Stalkers that are moving in to the natural as well, but I feel like at this point, the upgrades are so in favor of our Zerg player, Blue Dragon, that he's going to be able to force back his opponent.
yeah, well, I mean, right now he doesn't even have Blink with this, so like, I mean, I think Blink with
Yeah,
this would have been a lot more solid. I love the storms; they were actually really, really well placed, and yeah, like, oh wow, actually, Mothership Call's actually getting some action here, but you just can't kill that. It hasn't got very much health, but I'm really surprised no Time Warp was used as well. You can get in some really, really good kind of positions when you kind of use
very
that.
true. Yeah, he could have used Time Warp there a couple of times with those storms to go ahead and do more damage. I mean, those already did a ton of damage right there. But, I mean, now just the remass of these units, there was a lot of bank sitting there for Blue Dragon, and I feel like Synth is in a troublesome situation. And I just want to say it again, the upgrades, so killer, 2-2 to 0-1. As a Protoss, I feel like you can't fall that far behind on upgrades. And no blink, anything like that. And it's just like this massive amount of units here. Once the storms died out, the Zerg player was in complete control.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I think at this point maybe even grabbing another Forge would be really good.
Right.
And,
Oh, for sure.
whoa, look at the oversaturation in the natural for the Protoss player. We have 81 probes to 64 drones right now. So I really think if he just kind of, probably gets about half of those and goes straight to the 4th, he'll be in a great, great position. Even though I think he's kind of below on the upgrades, I really feel that if he kind of gets a couple more really, really good storms, he really could kind of take this game. But, oh, actually, I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
wow,
here
and they
we're going to
actually
have
are
to
engaging.
that is a scary, scary Zerg army. He's just going to tank the storm completely. He's just charging right through the storm, straight into the Protoss army. And I feel like he's about to overwhelm him. He's going to have to back off there. There are cannons to go ahead and support as well. And 12 more Hydras being added in. So huge, huge, huge uh, army right here for our Zerg player. And the Protoss just trying to build something up, getting out finally a robotics facility, or robotics bay, excuse me, so that he can start getting some Colossus in to deal with these Hydras.
Yeah. And wow, he's actually got a mass burrow. If he actually... Wow, this actually could... Oh, wait, does he have an observer? He doesn't, and I'm not sure if he... Is there an oracle here to detect, or... Is there an
I
oracle
don't
even on
think
that? Let's
so.
go to the unit counting station. There is actually one oracle out, but where is it at the moment? Actually, oh, we can click on it, can't we? Oh my god, I love this new clicking thing. This is so cool. You can actually click on the units, and you can actually see where they are. So he was right there.
Whoa!
Yeah, I think you could
That's cool.
actually...
Yeah. And here it looks like he's going to start charging over towards the natural. It does get scouted here, but Synth going to have to react, and he's going to catch this army midway through its journey here. And it's going to turn around with
storms coming out, and all the storms all over the actual from the army. Wow, it does so much damage, and look at the upgrades even, like, and the time wolves. Oh wow, it cannot go in there. But nice burrow, that's going to heal all of this up.
Yeah, so I mean, beautifully done by Blue Dragon to remember that burrowing roaches, of course, can heal. And I feel like a lot of Zerg players don't do this enough. Just back off for a little bit, burrow all your units, or your roaches at least, heal them all up, and then you can go engage, and all of the damage that was done is instantly negated.
And I think he's just going to pop up after this. He's going to go for it again. I mean, how many storms are left? Whoa. Never mind. This is actually a scary amount. This is like the amount where you're like, oh, how do I engage you? And you're just like not really sure.
You don't, and that's exactly what Blue Dragon's doing. He's just charging into the natural here. It's just like, all right, I'm just going to go for all of the tech facilities then instead, and try and just take everything out before this army can engage. Additionally, you have to remember that he has a Greater Spire done, so if he can kill off a lot of stuff back here and bring the army back into his opponent's main, then he'll be able to mass up some Corruptors and get some Blue out before Synth engages again.
I think we're about to see Grubby Incarnate about ready to happen, and here comes some more storms all over the Hydras. Oh, wow. And getting wrecked by this. He actually lifts a bit of a storm, gets a couple of his own Zealots. But at the moment, look at all the death and destruction happening in the Protoss main.
Yeah, and I mean, the nice thing, of course, is that he can just remax. And he is just choosing to remax on Roach, so he's not remaxing on Broodlords or anything like that. But so much damage being done right there. Synth is losing so much of his army. He's lost so many units. He lost his... Did he lose 7? Nope, he has 7 expert, actually. But he's lost a lot of his army.
Does
And he
Synth
burrows.
know? Does Synth know? This is the most important thing, guys. This can make or break a game if you do not notice.
He does not. And the Temple Archives can go down right there as well. If he unburrows that.
Here we go. We have Blue Dragon coming in and actually getting... What are you doing, Robo? What are you doing there? And, yeah, Blink has actually been researched, and he's going to try and do some pretty cute Blink macro, but it's 3-3 against only +2 ground armor. Sorry, ground attack.
+2 attack, yeah. So, and still tough. In the meantime, all of those units did unburrow in the main. They're doing some nice damage as well, taking out all the gateways, taking out the Temple Archives, and it is looking pretty bad for Synth right here. Had Blue Dragon done it, had the full intel back to tie this up 1-1. It's looking a lot like that at this point.
To get... Whoa, and somebody just... So just stormed one of his own High Templar. I think he was thinking about joining the Zerg zone. He's like, nah, screw this, I'm out. Yo, it's fun.
I'm sorry, that was so great to watch. He just stormed right on top of his own High Templar.
This is such a frustrating position to be in. Like, what can you do? Like, it's 3-3 versus just +2. Like, and did Storm get upgraded or something? Because that's doing so much damage, man. Like, I mean, against roaches,
a ton of damage. It is. I don't think he got upgraded. I think he just had, 10 High Templar massing out a ton of storms. But here we go. We have Blue Dragon yet again pushing in while the opponent's distracted, going to try and pick off these Colossus, and that's going to be a GG. Blue Dragon for Team Intel ties it up 1-1.